gotta start this off right. Woo-wee! Alright, happy Friday, welcome back to another video. It's a good old Friday and we got some good plans for you. I don't know what that means. We've been kind of delaying this for a while, and actually earlier today I was actually planning on delaying it even more. Also, I'm sweating my buns off in this. But I think we're all set. I think we're ready to go. No more problems. One more sip of Arizona, and then we continue. Right, Abby?
Okay.
We're just gonna start off with the bag. This has been with me for a long time. Obviously it has one of my logos on it. We got the world's greatest fighter, the Orlando Bear. If you're a person that frequently flies somewhere, always have your main compartment tagged by something. For example, I have this Rough Enough tag. It did come on this bag, which is my Rough Enough like side pouch. I don't know how I came across the company. I was actually a huge fan of all their products, and I might be getting more of them soon because I just like having this kind of stuff on my bag. It has a locking mechanism, so this isn't gonna go anywhere. It used to hold all my SD cards, but recently I just felt like that wasn't even like necessary. Right now it holds all my lens wipes. I got these for like $5-6. It's just the Zeiss, whatever it is, pre-moistened wipes so that whenever the lens gets dirty or my phone gets a little disgusting. Actually, that would be a perfect transition in terms of cleaning stuff. Recently we picked this up because here, I'll open my bag up real quick. I don't know where we got this. I would not recommend this exact brand. It's Equate flushable wipes, and I'm pretty sure we got this for when we went camping. I just figured it would be the best option for us. Smells absolutely disgusting. It smells like bad. It just smells bad. I'm not even gonna go into it. So we're gonna throw that away and we're gonna replace it with this Purell hand sanitizing wipes. If you're someone like me, especially now with the pandemic, I mean, depending on when you watch this, the pandemic might be over. I like to always be sanitized, and that's why I also have the New York State Clean Hand Sanitizer. My mom actually gave this to me, and it's like a heavy duty bottle. It almost feels like it's glass. So if I don't want to use a wipe, I could just easily spray my hand. And just like that, I'm sanitized. And obviously it's not that easy, might need a little more. But for any other situation, I will definitely be using the Purell wipes, because when I get on the flight, when I get off a flight, when I'm about to eat something, we're out in public, especially for our trips to Disney, you don't always have a guaranteed place to wash your hands. So I always have these on me, and I have a couple other packages because I believe there were, what, $2? Honestly, it's a really good deal, and honestly, that usually goes, here, I'll open this up real quick. One thing I actually like about this bag is there's like a waterproof compartment, so if anything leaks, breaks, or just spills, currently I have my deodorant in here, but usually I have anything that's breakable or liquid, lock it up and not have to worry about it mid-flight when people are smashing things into me, possibly dropping it on the ground in the airport. Keeps me feeling safe, so I'm happy about that. Right above it is actually this like little mesh compartment, so it unzips and it's like really nice and big. Unzip the top, reach my hand and be able to grab it. Recently we went to Target and I actually got one of these notebooks, and it's a note to self. It's just a notebook, nothing really too special. For the future, I would like to have it on me at all times, so if I'm ever thinking of a video idea, or if I'm just like thinking of something that I want to write down, it's just something nice to have. Keeps the time going by, and if I don't have my Game Boy, which is actually the next item, which is right here, I have a Game Boy, so if I ever get bored, I always have something to do. So while this will go in the mesh compartment, I actually lied. The Game Boy actually will be going in the very front. I like to have all my zippers on top. If anybody's trying to steal from me, they have to get to the very, I don't know, it's just a personal thing. The Game Boy will actually go in the very front area, which is right here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but perfectly fits. Right next to it will go my passport. This is where I'm keeping all my important documents. My hard drives, which I have here. I have the LaCie, I think this was 2 terabytes. It ended up crashing on me, so unfortunately I won't be able to get back all the data that I want from this. But recently I upgraded to the 5 terabyte version. It's very heavy duty. Unfortunately, there's not the rubber padding, which you can get the option for the rubber padding, I believe. But it was like way cheaper, and I don't think I'm ever gonna be throwing it around or whatever. So I got my hard drive, passport, Game Boy. I got a wallet, so I can kind of just easily throw that in here and then pretty much just go on with my day. I believe that covers it for what goes in the compartments. Honestly, it changes per where we're traveling. So honestly, if it's like a quick trip to Pittsburgh or something, I might not even pack this all the way. But if we're traveling to Florida, where it's like I was saying, very content heavy, it depends on what is the most important thing to bring with us. So while we're on the plane, I do have these headphones, which is kind of like almost like a Frankenstein's monster headphone. Back when I started college, I actually got these for my birthday. I went to college for audio recording production, so I needed a good pair of headphones, but the padding didn't really hold up as much as I would like them to, and I actually noticed some weird things about them. So my girlfriend actually got me a different pair, which is the same kind, but I say different pair because almost everything about it seemed different. Like, it seemed like they made it with like cheaper plastic. They actually snapped as soon as I got them. I don't know what happened. I'm actually really bummed out about it, but I ended up taking everything that I needed from the different headphones and I made them into one. So this will continue to go everywhere with me. The very last thing that actually goes in the bag is actually my my MacBook. This is what I actually did all my schoolwork when I was in college on. Every logo, every song, every video, all came from this laptop, and honestly, I feel like it's nearing its end, but I'm pretty much gonna ride it until it's actually dead. So that goes back in the padded area because we gotta keep this safe, almost like a little national treasure for me, because like that was absolutely everything for me. I'll show you some of the gear that I usually bring on the trips with me. This wasn't actually my first camera. My first camera was like some weird Sony camera that I was just never a fan of, but this was the first camera that I recorded one of these vlogs with. The current camera that I'm recording on is my main camera, but this is kind of like a backup, so if anything ever happens to that one, I don't feel too worried about going back to this. Not as good quality because this one is EOS Rebel SL2, and I'm currently recording on the 80D, but then I ended up recording a lot at night. This opens up the opportunity to have dual attachments. So on this side here, it's actually a light, so when you hold it down, the lowest setting, medium, and then high. There's a couple filters you can put on it, but I never really used them, so you just slide the mic on the other side, and this is pretty much the setup that you have to rock with. So I'm a huge fan of this. I have a feeling that we're going to be using this a lot on the Florida trips, mainly because with the sun going down around this time of the year, around like 6 o'clock, a lot of the park hours are going to be at night, so this will give me a lot more confidence to record and not have to worry about it being grainy later on. So the last piece of gear I'm going to touch on is actually this GoPro. This is actually one of my favorite things to use when I'm in the parks because it gives me the steadiest footage, and a lot of the rides aren't really the smoothest, so this will give me as good as quality as possibly this, and I'm actually not even exaggerating. Obviously there's definitely some give or takes, but when you're in the right lighting, this definitely holds up, so I'm a huge fan of this. Not to mention the attachment it's actually attached to, which is my girlfriend's mom's gift. I don't think I'm going to be using this in the parks necessarily because I have to actually attach it to a stick that attaches to my wrist, which is like a huge rule that Disney wants to implement so that it's not like falling off on rides, hurting someone. Outside of the parks, I could easily attach this to like an elevator door, well not door, but like the handle inside. If we're in the hotel and I don't have something to set my camera on, attach this to the side of the table because it's a really strong grip, so I feel really confident in this. It's almost like a Gorilla Pod for those that are wondering. So I think that's about it. I don't think I'm missing anything else here. I would say honorable mentions would be like chargers for my MacBook phones. I got Hollister, Coastline, and Jake cologne. Those are kind of like the scent for Florida, so whenever I smell that, I always think of Florida. I don't think there's really anything else that I can really touch on at the moment, and if I think of anything, we still have a couple of weeks, so I might do like an updated 2021 travel bag edition a couple weeks from now. Who knows what I'm going to do with this. So as you guys can tell, we added some things, took away some things from the previous video from last year. I hope you guys enjoyed it because I definitely enjoy making these kind of videos because I love technology and I like showing off all the stuff that I'm kind of using to make these videos because I feel like a lot of people have interest in that. I don't know if I'm going to include links, but I'm going to include everything that I use down below so you guys can check that out. Like I said before, if you have any questions, any tips you want to leave, definitely leave that below. I'll be checking all those out, responding to every question that you have. I don't know how to end this. See you in Florida. You know what? That's how we're ending it. See you in Florida.